Well, hello, everybody. This is Graybeard Gaming. Welcome to the Homestead 100 Challenge. This is a reboot. I started it and I just had some issues with my content files, so I wound up having to delete them all, and I'm just starting over. But I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do mine raw footage. So you're going to see this, and I'm just going to play for 30 to 45 minutes. What I get done is what I get done. And then we move on to the next day, or next month in this case. So let's go ahead, go over this on the drive. So the Homestead 100 challenge is you start off with no money. You have a truck and a chainsaw. I chose this classic Ford. It does have 203 horsepower. You have to keep your vehicle below 200, but I thought 203 horsepower, not the biggest difference there. And the other things that you have to have on this challenge, the other things that this challenge consists of is so the Homestead 100, all tractor must be 100 horse max. There are a couple out there that are like 103 horse. I think that would be okay. I haven't heard. This series is done by Bad Punkin, and please give his channel a check out and see how he's doing it. The other thing that I like about this challenge is that your property is not fully open and it's not fully wooded. It's pretty split up, so that's really actually quite a nice feature. But you start off with property lot 6, your chainsaw, and your vehicle. Now you're not allowed to do any contracts, leasing, hire purchasing, any of that stuff. Your tractor must be limited to 100 horse, your truck 200 horsepower, and any other farm implements with a motor must be around must be at a limit of 110 horse. So the rest of the Homestead 100 rules are: you must have 100 chickens, and you must finish. You cannot finish without 100 chickens and 100 sheep or goats. So those are the ultimate end game goals, with 100 grand in the bank as well. Making this work quickly is going to be key. Not fiddling around, that's going to be really important. Now, other things that we have to talk about are there's no productions, there's no gardens, and I'm trying to think if there was any other limitations or rules that we had to follow. I don't really believe there are. Oh yeah, no super strength, you guys. So everything is done with base game strength. Now, wood chips are okay. It's acceptable, but you can't do them in production. You have to actually have a chipper and feed them into the wood chipper. So why don't we go ahead and just get started? And we gotta do some trees to make some money. So let's go ahead and get to it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take some of these smaller ones. First objective is to get a first thing we got to do is we got to get ourselves a little bit of money so that we can get a trailer. And trailer is going to be an extremely important thing because we don't want to sit there and haul wood in our truck all the time. And also, it'll be very important to get ourselves a tractor, which is going to be something that I want to get to almost immediately, so that we can start our entire mowing, and that way we can get some food or feed for our eventual goats. Also would like to hopefully get a way to plant some sort of barley or oats. We are in the month of August, so those things are going to have to be done relatively quickly. Can't wait around too long on those. Normal conditions, I would have just gotten hand pushable equipment. However, I don't think that that's going to be really beneficial for us, because it's a long ways up here. Oh, one other thing that I forgot. You have to have an actual farmhouse of some variety. So, and you can have a water tower. I did not choose to start with the water tower. Mostly because I'm not inclined to have one yet. So I figured no sense in putting one up. So I don't like I didn't want to, it's not that I don't like them, it's just that I didn't want to have a water tower or something like that on the property. I might change my mind, but I thought, oh, and you are also allowed, before I forget, Mr. Hector's Orchards. So I may be using those. I don't know. They'd be nice for, some things, but they require like compost, and you can use like the compost thing for Mr. Hector's as well. But my main goals are just to get some trees sold and get myself a trailer, and then we'll move into the tractor soon enough. Because like I said, we do need to get ourselves a tractor. And like I said, I would really like to get a wood chipper. Those are probably a couple of my biggest things right now that I need to work towards. It's a tractor and a chipper. I don't need to have a massive tractor, I don't think, at least not initially. I can upgrade. I have quite a few options that I do like. So we will go ahead and do it. And like I said, I'm doing this raw because I wanted something a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. I know that a lot of people are, when they post theirs, it's going to be fully edited, and that's cool, that's great. I just hate editing, and I wanted to get my videos out there quicker. Perfect. So I can get this whole tree loaded up, and we'll get it back into town and get it sold. Yeah. All right. Just wanted to drop that down. I do have a limb right there. Alright, now, if you guys haven't used the Homestead map before, it's actually quite a nice little map. This particular farmland is quite a ways away from anything though, so I do wish that it was closer, but that'll be alright. And we'll put that one there, straddling them. Alright, let's get this guy back to town. I don't know how much wood I've got here, you guys. I'm hoping to be able to purchase a couple of things that I need for the farm. I'm hoping for, $2,000, which I might be able to get a trailer for that, which will allow us to bring bigger loads of lumber up to the store or the sawmill. As you guys can tell, this little truck hauls some serious tail. So yeah, and its lights actually do work. Alright, so let's go ahead and get pulled up here into the sawmill. We're going to see what our first sale of wood is going to bring us. And I found out quickly that I can't go in through the side with this truck. Alright, so here goes our first sale of wood. And we got 2,400. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find a trailer while we're up here. I do have a pin hitch. I can switch it over to a ball hitch if I need to. But we're going to start with a pin hitch. And I think this would be fine. We'll do the red. Yeah, that'll be fine. So let's go ahead. We'll purchase this. And we have our first purchased piece of equipment. Oh, that requires a ball hitch. That's fine. I can switch over for a ball hitch. I don't know how fast this thing will reverse. Quite well, actually. Quite impressed with the speed of this reverse. Alright, so we've got ourselves going back with a trailer. That'll be nice. Oof, that was a bit rough. That's okay. It would be nice to have a road that leads up here. We may do that eventually when we have a little bit more money. It's not something I'm going to do like free terraforming or anything like that. I like how the black smoke rolls out the sides here. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're coming back up and nearing our yard. Now I am going to try and lay a tree down onto this just to see if I can. I'm not gonna. Alright. Well, I said that, and then I saw that. Now I do have lumberjack mode, so I can like eliminate some of these scrubby trees. But I don't know if I'll use it yet. Let's go ahead and see if we can't drop this guy right into our trailer. That was actually pretty good. I'm surprised I did that. So I do have to get out and see if we can't clean this up a bit. Do I have any more dead tree, damaged trees? I do have one there and one there. Can I get back to these? There's that one. I'd love to be able to take 3 of these trees along with me. go. I may have gotten myself pushed in here and I might not be able to get out. I don't know. Okay, perfect. Now I can make some turns. I managed to drag it down a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and drop this guy. Wasn't ideal. Might not be able to pull those through. All right, let's drop this one because I'm going to anyways. Same with this one. Come on now. Almost out, you guys. I can smell freedom. All right, we got out of there. That was pure luck. Let's go ahead and get this down to the store, see how much money we can make. So I don't know what my farmhouse is going to be. I mean, I kind of do, but I have to wait and see. I have hand liftable consumables so I can get smaller bags of fertilizer, lime, seeds, and I do have hand liftable bales and pallets as well. But yeah, I don't know if I'll utilize those or not. Have not yet decided if I'll use the hand liftable bales and pallets. I kind of don't want to. I don't want this series to be too quick. A lot of people have been able to bang, 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 bang this thing right out. So I'm trying to be more of a strategic and keep it more in a realism. We'll see how long that lasts, but I think you guys will enjoy it this way. Alright, it's just 2 logs, you guys, but I'm hoping for 5 grand. Pretty close. 4.5. I'll take it. Doesn't get us in a tractor, but it's a start. So if I can find a way to get more of those, I definitely will. I do have an idea of what tractor I'm going to get, so I'm not going to divulge that. I need about, I think, 25,000-ish to get it. So I'm really just working towards getting that money around. Then we'll need to get ourselves a plow and a seed drill, maybe even a roller. Normally I would go and plant a lot more crop variety. I wouldn't focus on grass and barley, but due to the fact that we are going to be raising sheep and chickens, it's kind of imperative that I focus on those 2 in particular. And I'm not going to buy either until I am producing my own feed. Again, that's to add that realism. There's one right there. Hopefully I own that one. I think I do. Hmm. I thought I had more. I just don't know if I can get back to these two right now. And there's another one right there. So I'm gonna have to work my way back to those, I think. So best thing I can do is drop a few trees and yeah. There's one. I'm trying to sort through. I don't want like massive trees because um, well, I got to move them by hand. guys. Get this one. And maybe this here birch and this little guy here. Okay. Now we got to clean up some of these and get them loaded. Sorry about that, you guys. I just wanted to get some of these cleaned up and loaded onto the trailer, and that may have been nauseating. Close this one away. Quite a bit, actually. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, we are almost done with this episode. I just want to get these hauled up and sold off to the sawmill and see where we're at financially, and we will go ahead and do that right now. I do apologize. My 5-year-old does not understand social cues yet, and he's just going to have to wait a second for a hand on his tablet. And as soon as I get this load looks awful, but it's going to help pay some bills. Oops. After I sell this, guys, we'll call that an episode. This first, well, I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running this probably on like 10x, and that'll force us through months quicker. Maybe just 6x. I don't know. Probably 6. That'll force us through the months quicker, and won't be able to accomplish quite as much, but that'll be all right. Let's see what we get from this final load of the day. Just over $4 grand. So nice little load there. So yeah, we'll come back to the Homestead 100 challenge next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This Graybeard Gaming wish you the very best of days. Please, guys, be safe out there and do not eat the yellow snow. It is not lemon flavored. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.